Hi, I'm Katherine with YYOGA. This is Harlan. I'm going to share with you a yoga practice that's great for athletes after a workout. So you're going to come into a child's pose. So when you finish a workout, your muscles are usually quite tight. So you may need some props for this. So you grab blocks, grab pillows, whatever you need to bring the floor closer to you. Then when you take a deep inhale, slowly exhale, come forward and fold. Your head may touch the floor, your forehead down, your forearms down. Hips might be elevated from your heels. In that case, you just relax here and breathe. You can also tuck your toes under if you get any cramps in the feet, which is totally normal after running. Sometimes hamstrings cramp after. Just breathe into this. Good, and then slowly come forward, place the palms down, and slide into a tabletop position. So you're going to start to move your spine with your breath. So when you inhale, lift the belly up, bring chin to the chest. Exhale, melt between your shoulder blades. You want your shoulders right over top of your wrists. Fingers spread out nice and wide. Inhale, lift the belly. It's called cat pose. Really opens up the back of the body. Exhale into cow. You're melting your belly towards the floor, shoulder blades on your back, opens your chest. Do one more. That's it. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. You're going to feel your hands spread very evenly, even weight between the fingers. Inhale the right arm forward towards the center of the room. Turn the palm in. Then as you exhale, left leg straight back behind you. We're going to just work into some core strength. Lift the ribs up and in. The back leg not too high, even lower is better so the back leg's straight. Good. Slowly place your hand and knee back down to the mat. Inhale the left arm forward and your right leg back. So just activating the core before we practice. Stretch out through your fingers. You can draw the toes towards the floor to root out through the back heel a little more and feel that the back leg's steady. Straight, ribs are lifting up and in. As you exhale, place your hand and knee back down towards the mat. Slowly bring the right foot forward and place your right foot onto the mat. That's it. And then blocks are great to place underneath your hands on fingertips. So after a run, the quads tend to be quite tight, hip flexors. So spend a little bit of time here breathing into your legs. Front knee directly over the ankle, tuck your back toes under. Keep breathing, and as you're here, you want to start to stretch into the legs. The front of the left quadricep tends to get tight from training. I find my back knee sometimes is tender, so you can always put a nice soft pillow underneath. Hands to your right thigh, and then bring your arms up to the sky. Take some breaths here. We're going to open up the left hip flexor so you can catch onto the left wrist with his right hand and slowly bend over to the right. And tuck your front ribs down, lift your chin so you can take some nice big breaths. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, place the hands down on the blocks and then to the floor. Yeah, and to tabletop. Good. And then step your left foot forward. Good. Use the blocks. Elevate, bring the floor up closer to you, and breathe into your right quadricep hip flexor. We're going to pad this back knee just to keep a balance. Nice. You can bring your hands to your left thigh. Inhale the arms up to the sky, and then catch onto the right wrist. Big inhale to first get some space, and then slowly bend towards me to the left. Keep the front knee tracking straight forward. When we run or we're working out on a bike, you're contracting in the hip flexor. So you want to breathe some space into the abdominals, psoas, hip flexor, to open it and expand. Inhale, come back to center. When you exhale, touch your hands down towards the blocks and come to tabletop pose. Good. From tabletop position, bring your right foot forward. So the same shape we were just in, we're going to use the blocks and straighten your front leg a little. So this can be intimidating when you see in yoga practice people go into full splits. You don't need to do that. You lift the sole of your foot up and straighten the front leg a little bit. You can walk your left leg back more. And of course, you need a pillow. Please do. Put one under. Yes. Make sure the hips stay square forward. the side body's even, and that you're smiling, of course, because it's definitely can be uncomfortable, but you'll feel better after. Inhale to come forward. Place your hands down, sweep your right leg around and back to the tabletop pose. That's it. And then step your left foot forward. Lift your back knee. I'm just going to very slowly start to bring a little bit of length through the left hamstring by sending the sitting bones back wider apart. Lift your lower belly, lift your left foot up. You can even go up on fingertips, just for some more height, straight arms, yeah. And breathe here, lots of space. Good, come back down onto your hands. Come to tabletop position. From here, we're going to come forward and stand up on your feet. Walk your feet forward, hang upside down in an Uttanasana forward fold. Set the feet apart, let your head go down. That's it, and breathe into the back of your body. We may need blocks, especially from working out. Hamstrings tight. When I first started yoga, I could not touch my toes, so I knew I had to practice. So blocks, bend your knees as much as you need to, relax your head down. And it's not important that you touch your toes. You just start to breathe some space into your body and relax. Bring your hands on your hips, elbows up to the sky. Inhale, slowly rise up to stand. Good, exhale, relax your arms down. Okay, turn and face the length of your mat. We're going to step out wide. Bring your arms up parallel to the floor. For measurement, we're going to bring our feet right below the wrists. You go a little bit wider. Great. Point your right toes towards me. The right heel, align it to the back middle arch. So externally, the external rotators get tight when we're running in this forward motion, linear. So you're going to open your hips, bend your right knee as much as you can, keeping your left leg straight. Shaking is completely normal because you're tired as well from your workout, but we want to open up your hips. So we won't be here too long. Sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, flip your right palm up, open up your chest and the right side of your body. So the psoas, hip flexor, soften your ribs a bit, lift your chin, you can look up, really stretch out all the way out. You want to lengthen through your fingers. Yeah, push through your feet. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands on your hips just to mellow out the arms. Straighten your front leg. Right toes turn in, left toes turn forward. You can take your arms up. The great thing about this pose also is you're building some strength as you're opening your hips. You bend your left knee. We want to feel that the front thigh is going to be eventually parallel to the floor, but the front knee's tracking forward. Good. This looks great. Flip your front palm up and reverse it. Backhand. You lightly touch the back thigh. And it can be higher. You don't have to go so low, or you go a little bit lower. Stay in your lunge, but breathe lots of length and space through the armpit, all the way through the wrist, through your fingertips. Inhale, come back to center. Slowly straighten the left leg with your hands on your hips. Turn your left toes in, walk your feet together. And stand for a moment, feel that. Okay, let's taste the front of your mat. We're going to come into a squat. So probably my least favorite pose because my ankles are so stiff and tight from running, but we need to do the ones that we don't like, right? So we come into a squat, hands on the thighs to start, and take your feet wider. You can go even out off the mat, yeah, wide apart. So you start to open your hips and sit down, sit down. Now Harlan hasn't done a run yet this morning. Maybe later, but he can sit comfortably. A lot of us runners will probably stay up here just for a little bit. You can also do this. I'm going to get you to lift your hips up, Harlan. Walk your feet in closer, and you can lift your heels. You can put blocks underneath your heels, and this is a great way to open your ankles. Yeah, just sit and breathe here. Lift your chest. Just enjoy opening up through your feet, the arches of your feet, your ankles. Bring the weight back a bit into the heels. Yeah, like that. Okay, bring your hands down to the floor. Lift your hips up, forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend your knees a lot. And in yoga, you'll notice every time you revisit a posture, it gets a bit easier. So we just practice. Relax your head down. Okay, I'm going to get you to come to sit on the floor. Cross your legs and sit, and then lie on your back. And I find after working out, after running, it's really important to lie down because it relaxes your nervous system so the body starts to decompress. Bend both knees, bring your feet flat to the floor. It's accessible for everybody to practice this, to open your hips. You can bring your right foot on top of your left thigh. You may find the knee is in this position, this shape, because the hips are tight. We're working them hard when we're running or working out. So flex the right foot a little bit. Yeah, and you can stay here. The shoulders are down, back of your head down. Just breathe and bring awareness into your hips to start to get the shin to align with your collarbones. And it might never go there, but that's okay. You just go to where your body is today. Keep feeling that the pelvis is even on the floor. You can keep all this, slide your right hand through your legs, bring your left knee in towards your body, and you're gonna interlace your fingers, yeah. And breathe. You can also use props underneath your foot if you need it. Couple big breaths, your hips start to open. It feels really good just to rest your body down into the floor. Let's release the block, place the foot to the floor, take the right leg off. Pause for a moment with the feet down. You can even bring your knees together. Do the knees touch? Relax your hip flexors, the belly. You can even put your hands on your belly in between and on the heart. Okay. Open the knees. Draw your left knee on top of the right thigh, and just notice what side is a little bit more restricted. And here, this is okay, start to open. You can slide your left hand through, catch the right hamstring. Yes, you got it. This is easy for Harlan, but you've done a run, this is not easy. So you can always put your foot on blocks. Yeah. You can put it up against a wall. I find that's amazing as well, to keep the foot on the wall. Then you can start to feel that the pelvis is evenly placed onto the ground. You can lift your foot up, place your right foot back down to the floor. Yeah. And then lift your left leg off. Pause with your soles of your feet to touch and your knees wide. Now, I love this pose to open up the hip flexors. Baddha Konasana. Let's put the blocks a bit higher. Yeah. So this is what it might look like to start. Feet together, soles of your feet, the knees on the blocks. You rest here, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. So if you don't have blocks to support your knees, you can use your pillows. You can also roll up some clothes. If you just finished your run and you want to practice in the park, you can put your running shoes underneath your legs. I've done that before. And it's nice just to relax on the grass, and you can relax your knees where they go, just to place them something underneath. And then lift your knees up, bring the feet so they're hip width apart, and then stretch your legs out straight. That's it. And relax your arms beside your body. The best part of the practice, final Shavasana. So you can open up your legs, open up your arms, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. This is probably one of the most challenging poses for athletes. I know it was for me when I first started. To lie still is challenging, so it's a practice. You close your eyes, and you practice stilling your body, and then eventually when your body is calm and still, then your mind can begin to relax. So the most beneficial pose for athletes. So I'm going to leave Harlan in this position. He looks so comfortable and relaxed. Thank you so much for practicing. I'm Katherine with YYOGA. Namaste.